Welcome, Aquarius, to the Consciously Divine Connection. How are you today? We have a general reading for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus for the week of February 7th through the 13th. So we will start with the tarot, and then we will follow that up with a clarifier from the Wild Offerings Oracle deck to expand on the message that comes forth. What does Aquarius need to hear for the highest and best good of all those involved? Oops, these cards want to come out. So I'm going to really try to rely on jumpers if I can get enough cards to come forth. Versus me shuffling and then dealing them. Look at all these that want to come. I can't do everybody. Just really trusting that the cards and the energy, because the cards represent energy, that need to come forth are the ones that come forth versus me shuffling and then dealing. So let's see if we can get a few more to come forth. What does Aquarius need to hear for the highest and best good of all those involved? Okay, I think we have it. All right, so the first card was the Page of Pentacles. Then we have the Emperor, the Six of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Eight of Swords, and the two that were here simultaneously were the Tower and the Seven of Pentacles. So I'm going to let them stay, even though it is an additional card. All right, so we start out the week with the heart of the matter being the Page of Pentacles. So we know pages are all about new, young energy, vibrant energy coming forth. They often bring messages. And in this case, the Page of Pentacles, he has started to lay down all these seedlings to plan for a beautiful harvest. All right, so there's a lot of new action coming. So you can relate the planting of seeds in respect to ideas that are going to bring money towards you, ideas that will bring abundance, ideas around career and work. Okay, anything new that requires a little bit of tending to see the final results. So it can be career, project, even relationship, right? You need to plant seeds to build a strong relationship. So we could even see it taking us in that direction. In the position of the hidden issue, which you don't see on your horizon right now, we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is a very authoritarian energy. He is about rules, regulations, enforcing rules and regulations. So there may be something that you're trying to bring forth that you will find a glitch somewhere. Say it's a building project and there was some sort of permit that needed to be filed with the town that was overlooked. All right, so, that will catch up with you, so to speak, or it's letting you know that maybe as you are planting these seeds down, that those are kind of extended things you want to be on the lookout for, what rules placed by the authorities may direct the way that you are planting your seeds for this harvest that's coming. All right, in the obstacle position, you have the Six of Cups. So sixes are all about harmony. And here we have intergenerations working together. They are very happy with what they have reaped from their plantings here by admiring their flowers. So if this is in your obstacle position, again, there may be something that comes up as you're planting the seeds for this new project that feels like it's a deterrent but it's probably just a bump in the road and not something that's going to shut the project down, but something that just needs to be attended to. File your paperwork, and just go on your way. So in the position of your greatest fear, you have the Two of Wands. So this is an interesting energy in that it too is looking at beginning stages of a new plan. He has the stability of the twos, making some sort of decision around how he is going to bring his riches from the sea into port. So the two cards are very tied together. And if this is in your greatest fear, again, it seems like there's some little detail that maybe was overlooked, and it's going to need to be addressed in order for this project to move forward in a smooth fashion. Okay, so again, just a hiccup, not a complete roadblock, but just something that wasn't quite on your radar that does come into your knowledge that you will just need to correct. Just a simple correction. So the solution is the Eight of Swords. So this is interesting because it looks like a card of stagnation at the surface, right? She is bound and she is blindfolded. Her arms are bound and her hands are bound. And she has these swords kind of, keeping her in place. But it's also kind of a false sense of imprisonment in that her feet are mobile. So all she really has to do is walk forward to the sides to one of these swords where she can actually release the rope by cutting it with the sword. And then she can take off her blindfold and she can see what options are available to her. So with this being your solution, again, it feels like you get some sort of news from this Emperor energy that is seemingly putting a kibosh on your plans to go forward, but you quickly see that there are many, many options available to you, that you are not stuck, that you are just going to have to, release your own restrictions, right? Because you are able to move forward on your own. You can release your own restrictions, and that will take this project further. So the interesting thing with the outcome is we had the two cards come out, which is the Tower and the Seven of Pentacles. So the impression that I'm getting is that when you remove your self-imposed stagnation or self-imposed obstacles by taking action with the Eight of Swords, it requires a big shift, right? So the project idea will shift in some degree. So in order to make that shift, it might be letting go of ego, right? So you had a certain vision on how you wanted things to turn out. You're having to readjust this plan to make it really be fruitful. And that's okay. There's no problem with changing your mind about how things are done, because then you have the luxury of the Seven of Pentacles showing up for you, which is abundance, right? He has a beautiful harvest here, and he's deciding, is he going to do the same thing again and get the same results? Or is he going to take a chance and do something different on this side and see where the results take him? So in looking at this, I am feeling it is more of a career type situation than a relationship, although it could still be both. But career is coming through stronger for me, in that it is letting go of something that you had seen one way and embracing the change and knowing that you have the ability to make that change to see this project come through in a bigger and better way than it has started out. And that's all ego, right? Because, you have visualizations, you have ideas that you want to bring forth, and we can either do it the easy way and just allow it to come, or we can fight and struggle and make it an argument around something, fight the authorities, or simply go in a different direction and trust that we will end up in a much better place. than we could even have imagined in our own small imagination. All right, so let's take one final message for clarity for Aquarius here and see how we can elaborate on this message. So we have feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. All right? So again, letting go of ego and having the flexibility to see there are many options available to you. All right? And sometimes the best things come when what has been is torn down and released, so we can build something new in its place that serves us much better. All right? So Aquarius, that's kind of a deep one, a deep message. I would suggest doing some of your spiritual practices to help you feel those emotions and then release them so you are making these decisions with a clear head. So journaling, scripting, meditating, your affirmations, exercise, whatever works for you to keep your heart and mind clear and open. All right, I'm wishing you many blessings and much love, and you take care.